On Days of Our Lives, redemption often emerges from the most unexpected corners, and for Doug Williams III, the journey toward forgiveness and reconciliation with his grandmother, Julie Williams, promises to be a particularly poignant one. After the scandal surrounding the stolen necklace left Julie deeply hurt and betrayed, Doug III stands at a crossroads, facing two distinct paths that might lead him back into Julie's heart and, perhaps more importantly, restore the fractured family bonds. The first path to redemption is rooted deeply in the supernatural traditions that longtime fans of Days of Our Lives have cherished. Many viewers remember fondly Doug Williams, Julie's late husband, whose love and wisdom guided the Williams family for decades. Now, Doug's comforting spirit might provide the necessary push from beyond the veil to heal old wounds and renew trust. Julie, in the midst of sleepless nights filled with hurt and anger, could experience a vivid, moving dream. In this dream, her beloved Doug appears as warm and gentle as ever, his familiar voice soothing her troubled heart. He may tell her that forgiveness is the only path to peace, not just for Doug III, but also for herself. The dream could be so vivid and meaningful that Julie wakes feeling deeply affected and emotionally torn, unable to dismiss it as mere fantasy. Over the following days, Julie might begin to see subtle yet unmistakable signs around Salem, almost as if her late husband is gently nudging her toward compassion. Perhaps it's a song playing on the radio, one that she and Doug once danced to, or a familiar scent lingering unexpectedly in her home, bringing back treasured memories of happier times. These ethereal experiences gradually open Julie's heart, leading her to consider that perhaps Doug III deserves another chance, one inspired by the unconditional love Doug Sr. always espoused. Yet, supernatural intervention is not Doug III's only hope. The second, and perhaps even more tangible path to redemption lies in Doug's own hands through genuine, sincere action. To earn Julie's trust again, he must demonstrate to her and the entire Salem community that he has learned from his mistakes and genuinely wishes to make amends. An upcoming hospital fundraiser provides Doug III the perfect opportunity for redemption. Salem's hospital, often the heart of the community's healing and hope, is desperately in need of funds to continue providing essential care. Doug III might unexpectedly step forward, taking part in the much-anticipated bachelor auction or volunteering to organize an event that draws attention and contributions to this noble cause. The gesture would need to be heartfelt and selfless, clearly showing Julie and others that Doug's actions come from genuine remorse rather than a desire for self-promotion. For example, Doug could reveal at the auction that he intends to match the highest bid with his own money, pledging it directly to the hospital fund. Such generosity would immediately capture the hearts and minds of Salem's residents, who recognize sincerity when they see it. But Doug III's actions must go further than simply donating money. He would also need to personally return the stolen necklace to Julie, accompanied by a sincere apology and a deeply personal explanation about why he strayed so badly. Perhaps Doug could share emotional memories of his grandfather, openly expressing regret that he tarnished Doug Sr.'s memory by his actions. Witnessing her grandson's honest vulnerability might finally soften Julie's heart and help her understand the depth of his remorse. For Julie, forgiveness does not come easily, her emotional wounds are deep and painful. But these meaningful gestures from Doug III, paired with spiritual guidance she senses from her late husband, could finally persuade her that redemption is possible. Doug's efforts could also remind her of the importance of family and the transformative power of forgiveness, essential lessons that Doug Sr. himself lived by. As Doug III continues along these intertwined paths of supernatural intervention and meaningful, heartfelt actions, the viewers of Days of Our Lives can expect emotional moments, heartfelt revelations, and ultimately, perhaps, the joyous reunion of grandmother and grandson. Whether guided by a message from beyond or motivated by his newfound humility and generosity, Doug III has a chance to reclaim the love and trust he desperately seeks. Ultimately, Julie's decision rests on recognizing Doug III's sincere transformation and embracing the spirit of her beloved late husband, whose timeless wisdom continues to guide the Williams family toward reconciliation and love. Salem awaits this touching resolution, promising to captivate viewers with a story of redemption, forgiveness, and the enduring power of family bonds.